How do you build classroom community in online learning? If you're using Microsoft Teams, here are some features that will help you be successful. To add your photo to your Office 365 profile, in Microsoft Teams, click on your initials in the upper right-hand corner. Then, below your name, click on the Change Picture link. Click Upload Picture. Navigate to where your picture is located and click on your picture. Then click Open. Click Save and then click Close. Your picture will now appear in the upper right-hand corner of Microsoft Teams. To change the avatar picture for your class, point at the avatar and then click on the pencil. You can choose from one of the existing avatars in Microsoft Teams, or you can click on the Upload button to upload your own picture. Again, you will need to navigate to the picture you would like, click on the picture, and then click Open. Click the Update button, and then you will see the avatar has changed for your class. To add a community channel in your team, click on the three dots next to your team name. Then click Add Channel. Name the channel Community or whatever you would like. You can put a description for the channel and then leave the channel as a standard channel accessible to everyone on the team. Then click the box Automatically Show this channel in everyone's channel list and click the Add button. The channel now pops up on the left below the General channel. Once you have established norms, you can make them more easily accessible in Microsoft Teams. Click on the Files tab at the top of the page. Then click on Class Materials. Then click the Upload button and navigate to where your norms document is on your computer. Click on the document and click Open. To make these norms more readily available, you can add a tab at the top of your team. Click on the plus button to add the tab, then click on Word. Name your tab Norms, click on Class Materials, and select your norms document. Then click Save. Now you have a tab at the top of your team that has your norms readily available. To turn on closed captioning for your video chats and video meetings, click on the three dots on the toolbar at the bottom of your screen. Then click on Turn on Live Captions. You will now see the captioning at the bottom of the screen. Each person will have to turn this on for themselves. To turn this off, click on the three dots and then click on Turn off Live Captions. You can change the default language by clicking on your icon in the upper right corner of Teams. Then click Settings. Under the General tab, scroll down slightly and you will see the language settings. Click on the drop-down for the app language and scroll to the language you would like to select. You can also change the keyboard language. Then click Save and Restart. You will now notice that the language in the app has changed to the language you selected. To add your flipgrid classroom grid to your team, at the top of the channel, click on the plus sign to add a tab. You may have to search for flipgrid, then click on the flipgrid icon. In this box, you're going to paste the URL for your grid, and then click Save. You will now see your flipgrid classroom grid at the top of the channel. Students can now log into flipgrid from here. In Microsoft Teams, each channel has a Posts tab. This is where you can host synchronous and asynchronous conversations with your students. In the General channel, students can start new conversations as well as reply to existing conversations. Students can only participate in channels for which they are a member. As the teacher, you have the ability to monitor the conversations of your students and delete posts if you deem them inappropriate. To do this, point at the conversation that you think is inappropriate, click on the three dots, and then click Delete. You will notice that the message has been deleted, but if you would like to in the future, you can undo that so that you can see the message that was posted. Posts are a way to build community in your classroom because you and your students can reply to one another and have a discussion around a topic. For example, you could post a getting to know you question like, "What was your favorite thing you did over the summer?" You can also format this post by clicking on the A below the post. Notice you have all of these tools that you can use to format the post. You can also click on the drop-down arrow next to New Conversation and format the post as an announcement. Now you can type in a headline for your post, and in the subheader can add instructions for your students to follow. In addition, you can format the header with a different color, or you can upload an image to your header or choose one of the available images for your header. Then click Done. You can send this post to multiple channels by clicking on the Post in Multiple Channels button. The current channel will automatically pop up. Then click on the Select Channels button. You'll see your teams and their channels listed here. Click on the channel you would like to post to, and then click Update. You will now see that this will post to these two channels. Click the Send button to post your message. Below the Reply and Start a New Conversation boxes, there are some tools that can make your posts more engaging. You can choose an emoji for your post, or a GIF, or a sticker. There is a search box at the top of each of those boxes so that you can find something that best enhances your post. You can send praise to somebody by clicking on the ribbon. Select the badge you would like to give them. Type in their name and then click on it. And you can add a note. Then you can preview it by clicking on the preview button to see what it will look like, and then click send. Praise will now appear in the posts. Here are a few other helpful hints for using posts. First, if you are intending to respond to a specific conversation, instead of starting a new conversation, click reply. This keeps the threaded conversation together. Second, you can attach a file or photo by clicking on the paperclip below reply or conversation. Third, you can use the @ to respond to a specific person in the conversation by typing @, then starting to type their last name, then click on the person. Finally, you want to set the notifications for the channel so that posts and replies are added to your activity feed, which is right here. To do this, click on the 3 dots next to the channel, point at Channel Notifications, and then click on Custom. Next to all new posts, click on Only Show in Feed. Notice channel mentions are also at Only Show in Feed, and make sure you click the box that says Include All Replies. Then click Save. You can meet synchronously with all of your students or small groups of your students in any of the channels you have in your team. You do this by clicking on the Meet Now button below the Start a New Conversation box. Then add a subject and click on Meet Now. Notice when you start the meeting, the People pane is open, and you can see who is in the meeting and the people who have not shown up to the meeting yet. Notice you have a raise hand feature. This is so your students can ask you questions. When they click on the raise hand, you will get a notification of which student is raising their hand, and you'll also notice that you get a 1 next to the participants icon. You also can do chats in meetings by clicking on the Show Conversations icon on the toolbar. This is very similar to posting a conversation, and everyone in the meeting can participate. When your meeting is over, make sure that you click on the 3 dots on the toolbar and click End Meeting. Then click the End button.